Yeah, it's right around 7:45 a.m. on Thursday, September 28th. I'm in the process of getting ready for a networking event, a professional luncheon seminar series that I attend once a month usually. And I have been keeping all of my shower and toiletry items in plastic bags that I tape shut because over the last 6 or 7 months, there has been someone who keeps managing to get into this unit, either when I'm out during the day or when I'm down the hall in the common bathroom for a few minutes. Sometimes I don't always lock the door. Whoever keeps getting in here knows exactly where I keep all of my things and where I hide them. And they know which bags contain which items, and they like to somehow manage to get into the bags and vandalize the items that I've been hiding in each of the bags. That's how you know you're dealing with a psychopath, because psychopaths don't have any remorse or consciousness, conscience. They have a consciousness, but they don't have a conscience. They want you to know about their acts of, intrusion and harm towards you. That's what they live off of. Like, they want people to know that they're the ones who did this bad thing, right? So serial killers will leave like a signature on their, victims so that the police know that it was that particular serial killer and not somebody else who killed this person. Son of Sam comes to mind. There's a known psychopath with homicidal tendencies named Jasmine Irizarry being housed in this building, and the Greenville group chooses to continue to house this person in spite of the fact that she presents a significant threat to other tenants and keeps engaging in acts of vandalism and intrusion and harm that are, deliberately harmful to other tenants. So this is a brand new plastic bag, brand new. I mean, I got it in Virginia during my trip. I've been saving it for a few months, and I've been keeping it literally locked up in this plastic bag right here, which is taped up, but you can actually reach in and pull stuff out. This plastic bag has never been used. I just pulled it out and found that somebody has ripped a giant hole in it. This is not me doing this, because I was going to use it to cover something. And the last time I saw this bag was a few days ago, and it was in perfect condition. It was not ripped open like that. Whoever ripped this bag open did it deliberately to let me know that they know where I keep all of the things that I use to cover up parts of my bathroom that I suspect might have surveillance devices. I forgot to mention that this homicidal psychopath is also a surveillance expert, according to the Greenville group, and is a very talented cyber criminal who specializes, quote, in surveillance. One of their former maintenance managers jokingly referred to her as their surveillance expert. And she's, obviously a hacker. Every single device that I've had in this unit for the last 10 years has been deliberately remotely disabled or otherwise made to malfunction for no reason. Sometimes the malfunctions start happening within a few days of me purchasing the device and bringing it home and using it in this unit. I have two brand new cell phones right now, two separate Android smartphones that were purchased within the last 2.5 months. Both of them have been remotely disabled and somehow, caused to malfunction on a regular basis, even though they're both brand new phones and they're both separate carriers, and there should be no reason for both of them to suddenly be malfunctioning within a few days of purchase. But, that's when you got a hacker on your hands, and they're probably in the building. So this brand new plastic bag that I was saving specifically has never been used, and was saving it to cover an area of my bathroom. So I certainly would never have saved it if it had a hole in it. Suddenly developed this gigantic rip over the last few days. And the last time I saw it was maybe Monday evening, when I put it back into this bag right here after pulling it out just to check up on it. It did not have a hole in it. So sometime over the last 2 days, and I made a video last night about how somebody got in here sometime yesterday and started moving my socks around, and my handbag that I always keep hanging up was on the floor when I woke up. I'm not sure how it got onto the floor because the nail that it was hanging on was still in the wall. Somebody likes to get in here and move things around and deliberately tamper with my stuff, like ripping a giant hole in this bag right here when it was hidden in this taped up bag. And I'm certainly not the one who would have ripped a hole in it. There's nothing else in this bag that would rip a hole in it. There's socks in there, right? And somebody tampered with my brand new pizza slices that I had just gotten from Domino's Delivery the evening before. And when I mentioned that the psychopath likes to tamper with my phone when I try to order Domino's, that's not a stretch. Every single time I've tried to order Domino's using this smartphone, um, online over the last 2 weeks. The order has been blocked from being processed, and I've had to physically call the store and order over the phone like it's the 1980s. And that's how I get my Domino's. I cannot place any Domino's order on either of my smartphones, even though they're not related to each other and they use different carriers, because somehow the order always gets blocked. And then the items that I store from the Domino's delivery in my fridge get vandalized, and I get sick within a few moments of eating them when they were perfectly fine and safe to eat after they were delivered, right? So somebody keeps getting in here, vandalizing my food, tampers with my stuff, ripping holes in things that I have never used and that are brand new and should never have a hole like this in it. This is very deliberate. This is very aggressive right here. Whoever ripped a giant hole in this brand new bag that I've been saving for a couple of months and storing in this bag, and there's nothing that could possibly have ripped a hole in it in this bag, because again, there's socks in that bag, right? And I'm not the one who ripped this hole in it. I didn't accidentally rip a hole in this bag when pulling it out or anything like that. I would have noticed, and I checked it 2 days ago because I was going to use it, and then I put it back. So this keeps happening, and this is not like a giant crime. It's not like somebody has, broken down my door and it's lying in pieces on the floor and everything is smashed up in here. But this keeps happening, and it's been going on for 9 years. There has been the homicidal psychopath living behind this wall for 9 years officially, and she continues to access the area behind that wall right there because it is a vacant, empty unit, and it's as close as she can possibly get to where I am. She has some serious stalking and harassment issues, is severely mentally disturbed, has never had a corporate job outside of this building in the entire time that she's lived in this building. I mean, I've had corporate jobs outside this building the entire time I've lived in this building, because I've had to pay my rent out of pocket for the last 12 years and continue to have to pay my rent out of pocket. But this homicidal psychopath who's been sitting behind that wall right there smoking nonstop for the last 2-3 hours, ever since I woke up at around 6:30. She has some serious stalking issues, harassment issues, vandalism issues. She has a problem with other people's food. She has a problem with other people's toiletry items. She's just psychotically jealous and tries to destroy everything that she sees other people having. And she's able to have knowledge of what other people have because she uses surveillance devices in their living spaces. I've made multiple videos about how this person is capable of picking locks and has proudly picked the lock to my own door while I've been in this unit, watching her unlock the door from the outside, while I've been standing here just watching her enter my unit. And she wasn't shy about letting me know that she was entering my unit and standing in my doorway when she was doing this. She wasn't trying to be subtle. She knew I was in here. She wanted me to see her picking my lock and unlocking my door from the outside. And then she stood in the doorway singing and engaging in other attention-seeking behavior just to let me know that she can do this. So that's how you know you're dealing with a psychopath. This person is not trying to be shy about ripping holes in my items that I've been carefully storing and saving in taped up bags. She wants me to know that she knows where I keep all my things. That's how you know you're dealing with a psychopath, folks. They want you to know that they're engaging in criminal acts towards you, and they are not shy about demonstrating that ability on an ongoing basis.